Realizing that I'm separate from my emotions, and not only separate, but more powerful than my emotions, has given me a new sense of authority over my life. And it's this authority that I was missing to conquer my goals and fulfill my own potential. Hi, my name is Antonia, and this is my first YouTube video. The title of my first video today is called Emotions Are Not the Truth. You are in charge. What I mean by this is learning how to develop a relationship with your emotions where you are in control and your emotions are separate from you. If you choose to view yourself as how you feel about yourself, it can be dangerous because emotions are not who we really are. Just as you carry your own power, your emotions also carry a power with them. The kind of relationship you build with your emotions creates your reality. Emotions can never be erased, so it's important to learn how to make peace with them, befriend them, and really work with them to live the life that you want to live, because emotions never end. This is how we learn to live in an emotionally regulated state. You're able to view your emotions outside of yourself and view them from an outside perspective instead of getting so lost in them. When you learn how to do this, you'll become a great leader and you'll be a source of stability for yourself and the people around you. Once you lose the ability to self-regulate, you let your emotions completely overpower you. By learning how to have authority over your feelings, you'll be able to make decisions that come from your heart rather than acting on your emotional impulses. When you learn to live in a calm and regulated state, you gain the emotional maturity needed in order to exist in what is your truth or your highest good. Learning how to find this flow state with your emotions will give you a new sense of confidence because you won't be influenced by every emotion that comes over you, because that could easily really control your life without you realizing it. You learn to see that you are not just a powerless being being controlled in this world, and you learn to have what is called free will. You are so much bigger than your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. We are so much bigger than the emotions or outside noise in the world. Don't try to control emotion. Emotions aren't a part of you, they're something that you receive. You give yourself the opportunity to express yourself when you're not so controlled by the emotions in and around you. Allow the emotion to carry its power on its own. I like to use a metaphor for emotions, and that metaphor is a river. You are a witness to the river. You can allow the water to carry you, or you can observe it. But what you can never do is try to control the speed or the force of it. You don't have to be thrashed around by the water. And this is when our sense of personal power can shine through. By learning how to build a healthy relationship with your emotions, you will learn to be empowered. You will no longer be overpowered by messages and thoughts that are constantly going. We can only transform who we are by existing outside of this river of emotion. Don't wait for permission to let go of emotion. When I say let go of emotion, I don't mean stop feeling your emotions. In a way, you have to build a respect for your emotions as you would with a friend, because your emotions are there to guide you. We can choose which emotions to listen to. Emotions have a force so strong that they could easily control us and other people if we are not aware of the strength they carry and the way that they're flowing. For example, I'm a dancer, so when I go into dance class, I know that I have a tendency to become really nervous, and for some reason, these emotions can easily overpower me if I don't tell myself, hey, you are in control now. Don't let these emotions control you. This is your time. And I've really had to grow my sense of self-worth to realize that I am more powerful than thoughts and feelings. So, taking control. How do you allow your emotions to flow by without needing to control them? How do you allow other people to have their own emotions without having the urge to change their emotion or control their own emotion? We can choose to be driven by our survival mechanism, or we can choose to be driven by what makes us authentic beings and what makes us special. We can learn to be driven by our purpose instead of our trauma. Your subconscious wants and needs drive your decisions. Emotions are constantly changing and shifting. Who you are is not contingent on how you feel about yourself or how anyone else feels about you. You may not be able to decide which emotions come to you, but what you can decide is what to do with those emotions once they're yours. Emotions exist to help keep you alive, and they help you learn how to perceive threats around you. You must acknowledge the power of these emotions. Humans are built with the ability to make their own choices. We're built with free will. So we need to utilize that if we want to transform. We're a part of a fabric, a collective that is meant to grow and transform. Our purpose is to do that. And when we don't do that, we remain stagnant. We aren't able to fulfill our full potential. You're not bound by your fear. You're not bound by your past experiences. You're not bound by the people who tell you who you are. You are really bound by yourself. When you feel like you're being completely overtaken by your emotion, try to remember the energy that you have in the back of your head, in your body, and in your stomach, in the roots that guide you through life rather than just your head. I know that when I'm overthinking and I am feeling a lot of emotions, I feel this never-ending energy that doesn't go away unless I choose to quiet it down. So the point of this video was to help you gain autonomy over yourself and over your thoughts, realizing that I'm separate from my emotions, and not only separate but more powerful than my emotions has given me a new sense of authority over my life. And it's this authority that I was missing to conquer my goals and fulfill my own potential. For a really long time, I felt confused about why I just couldn't get there. I had been on autopilot, just letting my emotions guide me. Your fears are not based in reality. Your fears are not based in truth. They're based on the past. They're based on things that you learn to keep you safe. You must be willing to make the choice to override these innate survival mechanisms that keep us safe, because they will trick you. Emotions will trick you into losing yourself. Emotions will trick you into thinking that you're not as good as you really are. The truth is that we are so much more. I love to have conversations like this. I'm so open to comments and questions regarding this topic. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna tag my Instagram below. Thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. I'm definitely gonna be making more in the future, so stay tuned on my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.